Alright guys, so this will be a review of First Gear's Mack Granite tractor only in blue. This is a model that I've wanted for quite some time now, and I finally bought it because I got a trailer for it, which is the First Gear Lowboy, which will also be a review of that. And I'm definitely glad that I bought this model, but I'm more mad at myself that I didn't buy it any sooner because it's a very nice color. Anyway, to start off, this review isn't going to be in any parts because there's really not much to the truck and it's probably going to be pretty short. Anyway, to start off, they give you this little wide load sign, which pretty much represents that this tractor is specifically made to haul a lowboy. Not saying that you can't haul anything else with it, but it's pretty much why they give it to you. And it clips on the front by these two tabs right there. You can see these center things go right in between there, and it just clips on like that. Functions of the model are pretty simple. It rolls back and forth, has no problem rolling or anything. The tires turn. Unfortunately, when they turn, they hit the mud flap right there, which is unfortunate, but I mainly use this for display. The hood opens and it holds pretty much any position, but that might just be my model. And the doors open. Now, I found the easiest way to open up the doors is to pull the mirrors, but you want to watch out that they don't break off, because I pulled the right one and the bottom of the mirror broke off, but you get the idea. And the fifth wheel also levels. So to start off, all the tires are pretty much the same. They're all chrome, and they got the bolt detail, which to represent the bolt detail they painted the little tabs black, which I think is great. And there's the back. On the front over here, you can see like a lot of granites. The end of the hood is painted gray. I think that breaks up the blue a lot. It's very nice. It's got the headlights and the big radiator up front, and the bulldog, and the right side is pretty much the same. Now, pretty much, I say the most detail on this model is probably under the hood. I don't know much about these engines, but there you can get an idea of the engine. As you could tell, it's something that, you know, I personally wouldn't display it open. I'm sure some would, but I always display it closed. But it's nice to know that they did pack it with detail in there. The top of the rig got the two horns and the lights, and what I like about it is it has the beacon up top, which, you know, would be used at night for a heavy haulage. I think that's very cool. Over here you got your fuel tanks and your air tanks for your air brakes. Those are also chrome. And all the chrome on the model I think looks very nice personally. And the door even has the Mack decal. Opening up the door, you can see the inside. It's got the shifter and the two seats. It's very hard to do a review of this. And it's got the pedals, the steering wheel, and the big dashboard. Coming into the back, you got your air, brake lines, and electric lines back here. Unfortunately, since I don't have a trailer connected, they're just going to be held right there for now. But they are there. One thing that, it looks very cool on it, but not something that I would have put on it, is this headache rack right here. Because there's really no hooks or latches or anything to put any chains or binders onto or whatever. But, you know, it's there, and it does make the model look very cool. And you got the back window right here, and the single exhaust, which is pretty big. The back of the truck, it's got the mud flaps. Now, they are bent on mine, but I think that gives it a, you know, kind of a more realism. Because sometimes you see trucks with bent mud flaps and whatnot. I think that's actually pretty cool on it. And here's the fifth wheel. Unfortunately, it can't slide forward or backwards. I would have put it all the way back. But it does move up and down to level. And the mud flaps back here, and the lights back here. Underneath the truck, you can see the transmission right there. It's got the air chambers. It pretty much has anything that is larger on the real truck. They really didn't represent anything underneath that is too small. They did on some things, but for the most part, anything underneath is anything that is very noticeable if you would look under the truck. So that's pretty much the review of it. It's very hard to get the real color in any photo or video online. Even when I was buying it, the blue was a little different than this. This blue is almost like a metallic blue, and in different shades of light it does slightly change color, but for the most part it's almost like a dark blue. Anyway, it retails for 42 bucks. It's definitely worth it. I've always wanted one and I've never bought one. I really don't know why, but it's definitely worth the money. If you want to see pictures of it, click the link in the description, because I don't know if this video will capture the color correctly. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this review, and check out the review of the trailer.